Hey everybody, Joe here from Chill Division, and today we're going to take a look at the Grace Portal, the grower's regulatory assistance and compliance engine, and you can see why we've shortened the name. So what we're going to do to install it, we're going to launch Home Assistant, and we're going to go to Settings down the bottom, and then we're going to go to our add-ons. From here we're going to visit the add-on store down the bottom, and then we're going to click on the three dots at the top right hand corner there. We're going to go to Repositories. We're going to paste the link in, and we're going to add ours. Once that's done, we can click on Close, and click on the three dots again, and we're going to go check for updates. This is going to take a moment, and you might need to refresh your page to make it show up. We can see that it's loaded down the bottom here if we click on the Grace Portal, and we can click on the Install button. Depending on the speed of your system, it should only take about 5 to 10 seconds. There's also some documentation at the top here that you can click on to have a bit of a read through. And this includes a little bit of information about your first run as well. Once it's installed, we'll see that we've got a bunch of different options down here, and there's no harm in going through and just ticking all of these. Show in sidebar is going to make it appear over the left hand side here for quick and easy access. We're then going to click on Start, and then we can either click on Open Web UI or we can click on it on the left hand side here. We're now greeted with the screen the first time that we run it. We would recommend that you have your license handy so that you can refer to it for the license number. We'll go through and enter in some details. And a demo license number. And a company address. And click on Save. Now that's it, you're all set up and ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to add a company for us to receive some genetics from. And we're going to go through and we'll put in the company name, license number, and when we're ready, we'll just hit Add Company. It's going to say success, the new company has been added. So what we're going to do next is we'll go into Administration, and we're going to add some genetics for us to receive from this company. We're going to enter in the name, and the breeder and lineage details are completely optional. Excellent. Now we can go to our plant tracking, and we're going to receive some plants or take some clones. We're going to receive 2 of these, and these are Northern Lights. We don't ask where they've come from because as far as plant tracking is considered, it's completely irrelevant. Great, genetics received successfully. We can now go to list all of our plants and see them live. They're currently 0 days old. Back to plant tracking, and what we're going to do is we're going to take some clones. The process is exactly the same. We're now going to take 20, and we're going to make those into our mother plants, and the genetics are Northern Lights. If we go back to plant tracking, we can list all of our plants, and we'll see that we've got 22 of them here. What we're going to do now is go and we're going to destroy those initial 2 plants. So if we click on Harvest, Destroy, and Send Plants, we can select them from the list here. We're going to change the action, and we're going to destroy them. Which one we choose doesn't actually matter, given they're all effectively the same. 2 plants have been successfully destroyed. Great. What we're now going to do is we're going to grab 4 of these, and we're going to harvest them. Much in the same way, we just choose 4 of them, process them, and those 4 have now been marked as harvested. What we'll then want to do is go to our plant tracking later on, after we've dried them, and we're going to record a dry weight change. This uses basic addition and subtraction, so we're going to select the genetics. Off of those 4 plants, we received 1600 grams. Transition is an addition, and it's from the harvest. Brilliant. We can go back to plant tracking, list all of our plants, and we can see that we still have some of them here. The difference here is we've got these 2 that are destroyed, our original mother plants, these 4 we've harvested, and the remaining 16 are all growing. Now what we're going to want to do is send some off for testing. Let's click on Administration, and we're going to add a verified company. In this case, we're going to add Hill Labs. Great, the company has now been added, so we can send some samples off for testing. So what we'll do is we'll go to plant tracking, and we're going to record a dry weight change. This time we're going to do a subtraction. So we're going to select our genetics. We're going to send off 20 grams for testing. It's a subtraction as we send it out. We want to choose testing. We're going to choose Hill Labs. And we're going to complete the transaction. Great, now that's done, we can receive some more genetics for our next season. In this case, we're going to go back to administration, and we're going to add some more genetics. And we're going to choose Add Genetics. We'll go back to our plant tracking, and again, with this being a Form D reception, we'll go to Receive Plants or Take Clones, and in this case, we got 6. Nice and easy. It's then arrived to the end of the month, and we need to send off our report to the Medicinal Cannabis Agency. So what we're going to do is we'll go to our Reporting tab, and we're going to select this month's materials out, flower plus plants. It's going to show us when we sent Northern Lights, how much we sent, and the destination address. All of these details need to be sent off to the Medicinal Cannabis Agency within the first week of every single month. What we can do is we can grab the whole page here and copy it and send it off. Eventually we plan to have the ability to have this automatically sent out, but that's not here just yet. Brilliant, so these are all of the details for the last month. What we can also do is go to reporting, and then we can run our annual stock take as well from here to send off in January. We'll select the year and generate the report. This is going to give us all of the plants in, out, harvested and destroyed, as well as the flower stock take. These details can be highlighted, copied, and sent straight off to the Medicinal Cannabis Agency, just like this. It's obviously worth checking all of your stock against this to make sure that there are no discrepancies. Now we've had somebody offer to buy the Dante's Inferno from us, so what we're going to do is go to Administration, we're going to add a verified company, and we're going to put their details in here. Then, back in the plant tracking, we're going to choose Harvest, Destroy, or Send Plants. In this case, we're going to change the action to Send External. We're going to select the company that we're sending them to, and we're going to find the genetics. In this case, we're going to send them 2 of our Dante's Inferno. We click on Process Selected, and we're done. Nice and easy. This will also show up now if we go to our reporting, and we do this month's materials out. We can see it here now, 2 plants, when it was sent out, and the destination company and address, all of which the agency requires. Under the reporting page, we also have last month's materials out. This is useful if you are running it on the 1st of the month. We can go back to plant tracking and we can list all of our plants as well. And we can even filter by the plants that we've sent and see them historically. That's going to be us for this introduction. I hope that you've enjoyed it and it's given you some insights into how the Grace portal operates. If you do have any questions, please feel free to send us an email or you can reach out to us on the GitHub page.